Welcome back, everyone, to the Discipline the Gens podcast. I'm your host, Matty Betts. I'm here with Trevor and Gino Bet Openly, and it is a Friday. And yesterday we crushed it. Show picks, overall record 3-1, $100 better, up $190, 43% ROI, 3% closing line value. Gino went 2-0 yesterday on the show. Trevor went 1-1. And most importantly, if you're a paying member for disciplinethegens.com, you went yesterday 5-3 on the algorithm plays, up $244 off of $100 bets with a 38.5% ROI. Welcome back, everyone, to the show. How we feeling today, boys?
Feeling great. Hot hand's going to go first. I'm going to deliver some fire today.
Let's hear it. What you got?
Trev, throw it up so I do it in order. We got two bets. First, my dog of the day. I like New Orleans going into my Warriors and winning. I got plus 175 on Bet Openly. That's my NBA bet, New Orleans. And then jumping over to Toledo in NCAA basketball, I got Toledo -4. Those are my two plays. Dog of the day, New Orleans, Toledo -4.
I hate it as a Dubs fan as well. That's it's always painful, but I like money, so hard to pass that up.
I just think it should be a pick 'em. Steph's not back. I understand we won yesterday. I'm looking more down on the Clippers than I am up on the Warriors. That's where that came from.
Yeah, that was I don't think the Clippers look very good right now. We're not passing the eye test.
They did not need Russell Westbrook. That's not what their team needed. I don't get it. I feel bad. He's good at basketball, obviously, way better than I could ever dream of being. But if I had to be an analyst, he's not what their team needed.
I don't understand the guy doesn't really want to be a distributor, right? Like he's not going to get it in Kawhi and George's hands. I just didn't understand that.
He needs to play with like 3 or 4 Draymons. That guys that don't want to score. But
I think he's a perfect at this stage of his career. I think he's a perfect like 6 man, like just coming off the bench and doing what he does. But I don't know. It might just take some time to blend with them.
Fair enough.
For sure.
What you got, Trevor?
All right, we got 3 today, and we're gonna mix it up a little. So first, we're gonna talk about Enrique Freeman from Akron, over 14.5 points today. Guy's averaging 20, monster big man. They need him against Kent State today. He hasn't missed this line in like almost 10. He's missed it once in like 10 games, and he's just gonna get there. It's that line's just off. Next, we're going to go with Sam Houston State -7.5. This line opened up a little bit higher. It got bought down because of what happened with them against SFA. Looking at the news, it looks like everybody we need to be there is going to be there for Sam Houston. This should be at 9.5 or 10, and we got to project it over 11. And then I'm going to show some graphics here on the screen, so you actually got to watch the YouTube to see how cool this is today. But we're going to talk about what we did here and why we went with what we did. So we got it at plus 105. Now, I took another screenshot up here, showed what we're getting at Bet Openly versus everybody else. That same 7.5 line at every other book is minus 110. Like, that's such a huge difference on your bankroll at the end of the day. And, you hear us beat it in the ground, but there's a reason there's a ticker at how much money, users are saving at Bet Openly. I appreciate this. Yeah, it's free. It's free money in my pocket, essentially, right? Like, I got to give you 1% when I win. Like, I'll pay you every day for that. That's, and I did I don't understand why they don't shop it. So what I've been doing is when I'm shopping now, using these different stuff, I just keep that openly open, and it's got a killer quick. You can see go in just search bar, right? You can just search it. You can find your guys, what bets are up. And if I like it and it's not there, I can even host it, right? I can set my own bet and host it from the side. I don't,
you know what's sad? I've never even made a video about the search bar, and Maddie's like, bro, get your game up. Like, it's sad that I got to get better at product. I'm just too much of a degen. I'm like, I just want to find bets, search them, click. I take value bets. So I gotta up my product game. So I really appreciate this, Trevor and Maddie. You're both helping me make Bet Openly better. And if you guys look, by about the end of today, maybe tomorrow morning, we're gonna cross the 4 million mark.
I was just gonna say that. It's 944.
Yeah, we save people about 50 racks a day.
Yeah, I mean, that's so much. It's just so much juice that you're not giving back over, a deposit bonus. They can keep, they can keep their deposit bonuses. I'll keep paying less juice. If you're betting every day, it's why, you've heard me so excited. I can't wait for the props to the contest to start. I think there's just going to be a ton of value there. So I'm super excited with that. But that search bar, I want to bring it up. Here's why. If any of you listening have bet on any site and you are trying to find a game or you're trying to find a player prop and you are searching for them, you know how bad some of these big books are. Go to Caesars is their UI is terrible. FanDuel's UI is terrible. DraftKings UI is terrible at searching. I can't describe with words to do it justice how much I hate it. And meanwhile, I can just log in, type in the search bar, it's done. It pulls them right up, and it'll show, hey, this has got stacked with 3 bets. Here's how much you can take. It makes it super easy. So that's how you know this was built by somebody that's an actual sports bettor, because how easy that is.
Do me a favor, Trevor. Go to MMA or go to create bet. I want to see what Brunson's line is on here.
This is just a screenshot that I made.
No, okay.
I was actually looking this morning because I want to throw I don't bet $1,000 on a UFC game, but Maddie's been hyping Brunson up, and
the fact that he called it a game shows us why.
I mean, sorry, I didn't. I'm not that square, but I did call it that, so I deserve that. It's all the way up to plus 212 now.
Oof.
All right.
Plus 212.
I gotta jump in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna give you guys my picks real quick.
Please.
So we're gonna go a full unit on Brunson, plus 212 on Bet Openly, and then I'm gonna go quarter units here. Brunson round 1 KO. 1,400. I think that number's from FanDuel. Round 2 KO plus 1,900. I'm biased. I admit it, but I promise you, Duplessis, I do not think is that great. He's 18-2, but he hasn't fought upper level competition. Brunson has only lost to top guys. I was rewatching the Derek Brunson Robert Whittaker fight this morning. Brunson got KO'd by Robert Whittaker in that fight, but Whittaker is a top 3 guy in the world at the division, and Brunson had him slightly hurt in that first round. He charged him and had landed some nice strikes. I think there's a lot of value here on a Brunson knockout. He could do it on the feet, or he could use the wrestling and get a ground and pound finish. I'm not sprinkling the round 3 because I think Brunson starts to lose a little bit of power going into those later rounds, and I think he would just win a decision at that point. The round 3 prop, I believe, is 23-1, but I am going to go round 1, round 2, not early knockout. And then I do like the money line as kind of a safety net here in case he does just wrestle and win a decision. But those are my official plays. I'm going to have my full card out on Twitter here later in the evening.
I can't wait to start the night off with catching one of these and making a bunch of units.
Maddie's on a hot streak, too. When he started doing these, I was like, dude, we fucking made the name Disciplined Gens, and I got this asshole throwing out 10, 20, 30x bets.
Yeah.
But he's EV positive and ROI positive the past 2 weeks.
The thing I always tell people, though, is
I got to shut the fuck up.
It's a lot easier, in my opinion, and Trevor can tell me his thoughts, but it's a lot easier to hit a prop at 15-1, 22-1 than it is to put 5 fighters in a parlay, especially the way with MMA is, because one guy breaks his fucking leg and your parlay's gone. So I love these props because it's the upside of huge parlays, but it's just one thing to happen. So I live for this shit. I love it. I literally love it.
Yeah, it's why I don't play DFS for MMA, and it's popular. There's a lot of guys that do, but it's the one fighter. You're playing. You play 5 fighters. One fighter goes down and you're done. Whereas the upside of this, I really like. I think Maddie explained it pretty well. For
sure. All right, boys, I got to jump off, but appreciate you guys.
Okay, and then let's recap here because I didn't get. I'm gonna go first because I didn't get to talk about my last one on the NBA. We're also going to take Walker Kessler tonight from Utah for his daily double. His points and rebounds is juiced to 130. It's 23.5. And so we want this line here. We want to attack every single time we can. The Oklahoma City's with big men. They just crushed. He had 18 boards last time they played. So that's a good spot. And then we're going to take Enrique Freeman over 14.5 points. And we got Sam Houston State for college basketball.
Cool, my dude. Let's recap our plays real quick, and then let's hit the road.
Yep.
My dog of the day is New Orleans plus 175. I also gave out Toledo -4 in college basketball. Maddie gave out Brunson in the Brunson by KO first round or second round. I think it was 14-1 or 19-1.
Yep.
Then I'll hand the mic to Trevor.
Yep. And then I said I got Freeman over 14.5 points. Sam Houston State -7.5 plus money on Bet Openly. Don't go pay juice at the books. And then Walker Kessler double for -105.
Later, my dude.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.